Jerry Savage Court. It is 5:30, and we have a great game for you here between the Loyola Dons and the St. Francis Panthers. I'm Donald Irwin. Joined alongside me is Alexander Emdy, and I cannot express in words how big this game is for Loyola.
Absolutely. It's not only to get back in the win column, but also as we near this playoff push. The last 3 games are must-wins for Loyola Blakefield.
We were talking before the game, Alex. St. Francis ranked number 10 nationwide. And we will explain the playoff situation a little later. But if Loyola's able to pull this one off, that would really solidify their chances at a playoff berth.
Really, all they have to do is defeat Calvert Hall, and their shots are pretty good. Loyola currently has a game-and-a-half lead. Calvert Hall has 4 games remaining. Loyola has 3 in this season.
And Loyola will start out with it. There is senior point guard J.J. Hallaby. He will start at the top of the key over to Heptane. Heptane looking for it. He'll put it into Hallaby. Hallaby has it up on the post. Pass to Naka is taken away. And St. Francis running with it. Beautiful Euro step, and the foul will be drawn.
That's Basiro Diop with a nice drive, and you can see the quickness of St. Francis from the get-go.
Absolutely. It definitely looks, Alex, that St. Francis is attempting to run with the ball. But this will really test Loyola's depth, which has really shown up for them all season. So Loyola should be able to possess the tools to really run with St. Francis.
Absolutely. I'd expect a high-paced game in this one, as both Loyola and St. Francis like to run it in transition.
Diop will miss the second one. Naka with the rebound, and Hallaby will push it up the left side of the court. Hallaby on the drive. Beautiful up and in by J.J. Hallaby. That just shows you how good he is at the rim, and he's been all season for Loyola.
Excellent move to the rim there by Hallaby. That's what you need to get fired up for the Loyola crowd and the bench as well. And as you got a big charge here, Hallaby used his body nicely to shield off the defender to get the bucket right there.
Shaw now with the Dons, another senior. There are 3 seniors on the floor for Loyola playing in their final game at Jerry Savage Court. That would be Chid Nake, J.J. Hallaby, and Cam Shaw. Then you have juniors, Connor Heptane and Trey Young on the floor. Trillion Young, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Heptane will definitely be the focal point of the offense next year. We've still got 1 big game left here at a historic Jerry Savage Court. I expect the Dons to leave it all out on the floor today.
Rebound by Young. He will push it. Hallaby on the drive. He'll kick it off to Nake, but a foul is called on the floor. And Alex, we can both attest to this. These teams are both looking to run early.
Definitely, and you can see why Hallaby is so versatile right there. He draws the threat of scoring as well as the dish. He drew 2 defenders, had Nake wide open after he was fouled.
Spin move by Nake, up and in. That will go. Nake a force down low, and they're going to need him to play big minutes in this game. Shot from the corner, no good. Rebound, Nake. He'll get it up to Heptane. Heptane's looking to run. Heptane will give it to Shaw on the wing. They're looking to run the offense here. Scores 4-1 Loyola, 6:35 remaining in the first quarter. Hallaby over to Young. Shaw in the corner. Shaw pumps fakes, looking to drive. He will drive, and he lays it up and in. Cam Shaw, beautiful drive through contact, and Loyola's attacking the rim early with a degree of success.
Yep, the guard play has been the leading force for the offense all season long, and when you need it the most, you can lean on Hallaby and Shaw to get it done.
Jumper from the no good. Rebound, and a foul will be called. And that was Basiru Diop on the rebound. And they're really going to have to box him out because that big frame is really going to be a force on both the defensive and offensive glass.
And if you take a look at St. Francis and their demeanor right now, they look a little bit rattled. I mean, obviously not expecting Loyola to come out with such fire. It'll be interesting to see how the Panthers can respond.
Absolutely. They are getting open looks, though, mid-range looks, so that's something to worry about. They're just not falling right now. Oh, shot up and up, no good. Loose ball. And St. Francis will recover it. And an offensive foul will be called. Nake takes his 2nd offensive foul. And he's really been a force down low in this one.
And that's what the big man, Naka, it does best. I mean, he squares all the way up, doesn't move, and draws the charge. He took a big hit there, but he took one for the team there. As Loyola will get the ball back.
Looks like St. Francis trying to run a little bit of a trap press here. Shaw has it. He'll give it over to Heptane. Heptane back to Shaw. Shaw will fire. Contested layup, and he got it. Cam Shaw going through contact early. And there could have been a debate for a foul there, but regardless, he finished it.
Definitely, and Loyola storms out to a stunning 8-1 lead.
Floater good from the paint. That was Jones, the guard. And Loyola really needs to keep up this momentum, Alex. We really need to stay on top of St. Francis here because we know how versatile they can be, especially in transition.
And I like how Loyola's playing very quick right now. They're threading the needle on all their passes, pushing in transition. They're executing the game plan to perfection in the early stages of the first quarter.
Heptane has it, in trouble. That's a turnover. St. Francis looking to run. And laid up and in is Elijah Epps. And there it is. St. Francis is very good in transition. If you turn the ball over against them, they're most likely going to get points off that turnover.
Exactly. They're going to make you pay, and that's been Loyola's kryptonite the last couple of seasons. That's been turnovers. They've got to limit those if they want to have a chance today. And Epps is a big man, but don't be fooled. He's got great speed.
And there is Naka on the layup. Naka really been doing well down low. 3-point from the left wing. No good. And there will be a foul called on Naka. The score is 10-5 here. We are halfway through the first quarter. Loyola leads it.
And the pace has just been off the charts. Both teams running, as I mentioned earlier. St. Francis, like you said, getting some open jump shots, but they're not converting. So if you're Loyola, you got to clamp down and and narrow down the margin of space they have to get off that shot.
And it's also important to remember the big man for St. Francis, Diop, is on the bench with 2 fouls, both of them offensive. So Naka will most likely have a chance to really do well down low without him down there.
That's huge, and that's been Coach Tavalli's focal point. I watched practice last week, and they were actually doing a drill where Naka stood down there, took some charges, because if they get their best player in foul trouble, it's going to be tough going for the other team.
Shot from the corner there, no good. St. Francis getting a lot of looks here. None of them are falling. Hallaby will fire from the wing. No good. Rebound St. Francis. They're looking to run.
JJ was a little off balance right there. You'd like to see him get set for his patented 3-point shot.
And a blocking foul called here. Not sure on who. St. Francis will be going to the line. That was Jordan Tolles on the drive.
Yeah, and Heptane doesn't like that one. He's going to get called on the block. Looks like he didn't have his feet set, however. And if you're Loyola throughout the day, you just got to take it quarter by quarter. Win each possession and win each quarter. And they'll be good to go.
And I think the foul might have been on Naka there. He comes out.
The good thing for Loyola is they have great depth as Mitchell Fisher, the sophomore, checks in.
Free throw good there from St. Francis. They're trying to run a little full court trap press. Well, Loyola succeeding in breaking it so far, as a foul will be called as Jordan Tolles hurdled over J.J. Hallaby.
Loyola struggled against the press in several matchups this year, so we've seen them go through that in practice, and they seem well prepared for that so far today, as the other teams surely have watched film to implement that.
And another foul called on St. Francis. That time was Cameron Shaw drawing the foul. And a lot of fouls early in this one. 5 fouls on St. Francis, 4 on Loyola.
Both sides racking up a lot of fouls just in the first quarter. And surely they'll go to the bonus shortly. And you can't overemphasize the importance of free throws in a game like this.
Shaw pump fake. He's driving baseline. Shaw kick it out to Heptane. Heptane will fire. No good. Rebound St. Francis. St. Francis is looking to run here. Spin move. And a traveling violation will be called on St. Francis.
That's Regier Jones with one too many steps.
Right idea there from Jones, just took one too many steps on the spin move there. And Hallaby will bring it up for Loyola. 2:59 remaining, Loyola leads it 10-6. Young kicks it out to Heptane. Young to Hallaby, Hallaby on the drive. Lost ball turnover, St. Francis looking to run. And an alley-oop here. Throwing it down with authority is Jordan Tolles, and that's what happens when you let St. Francis get out in those 2v1 situations. They will make you punish. Heptane fires, got it. The marksman from three. That's pretty much automatic. And he shifts the momentum right back to Loyola. Top of the key is St. Francis. He got it. Back and forth here. That was Adrian Baldwin, the guard, from the top of the key. And
this one's developing into a three-point shooting contest quickly. Running in transition. This is great pace. You'll love to see this. And on that last possession, Tolles showed off his vertical, but Heptane silenced him with a three, and St. Francis responded.
And Young will draw the foul. And that's on Diop. And that might be Diop's third.
He's going to have to sit till halftime at least now.
Yup, Diop checks in and he comes right back out. And that is so important for Loyola. The ability to control the glass is one of the big keys in winning this game. And with Diop on the bench, they take a big step in doing so as Mitchell Fisher lays it up and in for the N1. Caught St. Francis napping.
He's been a pleasant surprise all throughout the year. Just a sophomore. Had to carry the load off the bench a lot this year, and nice way to use his body, box out the defender, and draw the foul.
Mitchell Fisher will convert the N1 here. Loyola leads at 16-11. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Pass inside for St. Francis. Beautiful move, laid up and in. That was Jason Murphy.
Excellent move by Murphy to get the defender to jump, and he used his body to shield that and goes up the other way.
Heptane pump fakes, he'll fire. Got it! Connor Heptane feeling it tonight. He's got 6. 19-13 is the score. And a timeout will be called by St. Francis.
And Connor's fired up, and so is this raucous crowd here at Jerry Savage Court. Great start for Loyola.
And with that, we're going to take a short break here. From Alex MD, I'm Donald Irwin. Welcome back here after the timeout. Loyola leads at 19-13. Back and forth here. This pace is very high in this game. Beautiful pass inside. Will be converted for the layup. Beautiful find there by Jordan Tolles. And the score is cut to 4 here with 1:13 remaining in the quarter.
Loyola's got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Fisher fires from the corner. No good. Rebound St. Francis. They're looking to run. Pass on the wing. At the glass. No good. Possession will stay with St. Francis. And you see, this is a pretty common trend so far in this game. St. Francis really wants to contest their shots at the rim. They really like going for those pretty tough finishes there and trying to draw fouls on Loyola.
Yup, and Jason Murphy, or Elijah Epps rather, using that big frame to try to get the easy layup. Nicely contested there by Loyola.
Pass inside, no. Blocked by Dubem Naka. And the foul will be drawn. Great hustle from Dubem Naka, Chid's younger brother. And that will give the possession back to Loyola.
And hustle plays are what make the difference. They don't always show up in the stat sheet. But great hustle there by Naka as we have fresh legs and Brennan Fox as well as Owen Reynolds checking in.
Shaw at the top of the key. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds will swing it back to Shaw. Shaw has it taken away here. And a beautiful pass there. That was Adrian Baldwin to Jordan Tolles, and he cannot be turning the ball over like that. Loyola can hold here for last shot. 22 seconds left in the quarter. Loyola leads at 19-17. Naka has it at the top of the key. Gives it over to Fox. Reynolds has it in the corner. Fox back to Reynolds. Shaw have to fire it here.
Oh, he clearly got fouled there.
Oh, that was a no call here. Really fast plays, a close game here in the first. 19-17, Loyola leads it. Welcome back here to the start of the second quarter. I'm Donald Irwin alongside Alex MD. Really close, fast-paced game here after one, Alex.
Definitely. But energy is shown by the Dons straight out of the gate. They kept their foot on the gas pedal. 2 clutch threes by Connor Heptane, and they're up by 2 at the end of 1.
Dangerous pass there, and that will be a turnover going back to St. Francis. That's probably one thing Loyola could work on after one, is limiting the turnovers.
And let's take note of the implications of this game so far. Loyola trying to fend off Calvert Hall for the final playoff spot. And this would be a monumental step in the direction of the MIAA playoffs.
Absolutely wonderful find there by Baldwin. Finding Epps down low. Sorry, that's Edward Ferguson down low. And Baldwin's really done a great job for St. Francis of facilitating the ball and getting easy layups down low.
Loyola is looking a bit stagnant out of the gate. They just got to keep the energy up. Keep the pace going.
Halby on the drive over to Shaw. Shaw pump fakes. He'll fire from mid-range. Shot is no good. Fight over the rebound. St. Francis will retain it. They're running. Absolutely beautiful layup up and in. That was Elijah Epps. And that just shows how good St. Francis is in transition.
Epps likes to go to that Euro step. Absolutely no chance for the defender. And he finishes off the long pass.
And the ball goes off Cam Shaw's foot. That will be a backcourt violation here on Loyola. And I think right now they just need just to calm down and play their game like they were in the first quarter.
Definitely. I know it's a big moment, but you just got to take a deep breath, relax, and just run your game plan just like they did in the first quarter, and just settle down into the atmosphere of the game.
Shot from the corner. No good. Offensive rebound, St. Francis. And laying it up and in is Jordan Tolles.
Tolles is quite an athlete. I mean, we saw him slam one home earlier, and he just climbed the ladder over 2 Loyola defenders to pick off that rebound.
And another turnover by Loyola. St. Francis looking at one. Here is Baldwin. Kicks it out. That's Epps for 3. No good. Offensive rebound, St. Francis, but there's Naka taking it away. Naka's going all the way here, and he will draw the foul.
Good play by Dubem, but that's another example of how you cannot give up transition opportunities to St. Francis. They ran a 3-on-2 there, and just short on the 3, but that's definitely their game, and that's how they'll hurt you.
Here's Dubem Naka at the line. First one no good here. Really, Loyola has been struggling at the line a little bit this year. And they're really going to need a pretty good free throw percentage in this game collectively as a team in order to come out with the win. Second one, Naka does knock down. Scores 20-23, St. Francis with 6 minutes left in the second.
Hallaby on Tolles is just a mismatch as Jordan Tolles took him right to the rack. And that height advantage made the difference.
Absolutely, and I saw Coach Diwali just before the play was called dead. He had signaled for Chid Naka to go check in, and they really need his size down low because they were just getting bullied down there.
Definitely. Hallaby didn't see that long baseball pass coming. It got to Tolles, and he just did the rest, drove baseline, and boxed out Hallaby.
Absolutely. So Coach Diwali really did well in getting Diop out of the game with 3 fouls, but even without Diop, St. Francis seems to be controlling the offensive glass.
I think now on the offensive end, if you're Hallaby, you got to try to attack Tolles. I mean, he seems to be the focal point of the offense, and getting him into a bit of foul trouble might be a reasonable strategy.
Fox with it at the top of the key. He'll give it to Hallaby. Over to Chid Naka. Naka pass inside. And an offensive foul will be called, an illegal screen on Dubem Naka. And the turnovers have really piled up for Loyola, and it's giving St. Francis a lot of good chances to really extend this lead.
And not only the turnovers Loyola has given up, but they're forcing way too many passes right down the throat of the defense where they're at its strength. It's like the third or fourth pass that I've tried to thread the needle with that just has not worked.
And a foul called here down low on Chid Naka. I didn't really see much of it there. It looked like Edward Ferguson just might have lost control of the ball, but regardless, he will be shooting 2 here.
That's a very iffy call, to say the least. I mean, I didn't see any contact.
First one up and in. And Cam Shaw and Trillian Young will check in for Brandon Fox and Chid Naka. Coach Chevalier just trying to find the package that'll work the best against this lineup that St. Francis has done so well with in this quarter so far. Ferguson gets the second one.
The question is, can Loyola run with the Panthers for the full game? And so far they've been beaten the second quarter.
Shaw fire from way out. No good. Rebound up for grab. Hallaby will get it. Hallaby will shoot and he'll get it up and in. Hallaby's so good at finishing on those contested layups. St. Francis leads by 5.
There could have been an argument made for a bit of contact afterwards. Nonetheless, Hallaby with another athletic play.
Baldwin's shot no good. Hallaby looking to run here. Hallaby driving and he'll lay it up and in. J.J. Hallaby, despite his small stature, is so very good at finishing at the rim.
He might have a smaller stature, but he's got a big heart. He just knifed his way through that defense.
Absolutely explosive speed to finish there. St. Francis leads it by 3. 4:30 remaining. Baldwin with the right-handed layup. No good. An offensive foul is called on Baldwin. Trillian Young taking the charge there, and Loyola will get the ball right back down only 3.
Nicely executed defense once again, and Loyola's patented move is to square up for the charge. That's worked out well for them, and they're only down 3, so they're right in this game, hanging against the number 10 team in the country.
Shaw has it on the wing. Pump fake. Nice pump fake. Shaw will shoot. No good. And should have been a foul. There was a no call there. He either blocked it or it's a foul. No, the notion that he walked with that ball is just egregious.
Ridiculous. And you can hear it from the crowd. I mean, the ball was clearly deflected and bounced right back to him. If not that, then it was a foul, but how can you call it travel right there?
Loose ball recovered by St. Francis. Floater here, no good. That is short. The ball will stay with St. Francis. That was Jones on the floater. And Epps will check in for Jordan Tolles here for St. Francis.
And Diwali is still pleading his case. He's got to be careful here.
Baldwin will pass it over. Down low, layup is up and good by Jones. St. Francis really taking it to Loyola down low this quarter. They lead by 5, 29-24.
St. Francis big bodies attacking Loyola's underside front court. And that's been the difference in the second quarter.
Shaw has it on the wing. Passes it over to Hallaby. 3:16 remaining in the half. Hallaby, beautiful pass to Shaw. You can't write it up much better than that.
No look pass, and that was a dirty look there.
Layup good from St. Francis. There's the answer right back. Shaw will work with it here. Dubem knocking out on the right wing. He'll pass it off to Young. Young will fire from the top of the key. Got it! Trillian Young feeling it, showing he has some range, and it's back to a 3-point game.
Big man showing off some range. That's what you like to see there.
Baldwin, cross-court pass in the corner. Jones will fire. Too far. Rebound Heptane. And Naka is able to control it. Hallaby looking to run here. Hallaby floater. No good rebound. Young one-handed putback. Trillian Young. We have a 1-point game here. 2 minutes left in the half. 31-30. St. Francis leads it.
Loyola had their back against the wall early in the second quarter, being down by much as 7. But you gotta like how the way they've rallied back into this contest.
And a blocking foul will be called. Baldwin drove, and he will be shooting 2 here.
I mean, in my mind, what I saw is the defender guy's feet set, took the charge.
He might have been moving just a little bit. I think the call could have gone either way. Regardless, Baldwin will be shooting 2. And he will miss the first one. Official will check in for Dubem Naka. Baldwin, the second one, no good. Rebound Young. And Heptane will be running the point here, it looks like. 1:50 remaining.
It looked like the Loyola student section may have gone to the head there of Adrian Baldwin, as he uncharacteristically missed both. And Loyola has a chance to take the lead here.
And it will be a kicked ball violation on St. Francis. Loyola will retain possession here. Heptane will be the inbounder. 1:40 left, 31-30. St. Francis leads Loyola. Hallaby out to the top of the crease. Screen by Shaw. Heptane. Pass inside to Fisher. Fisher. Offensive rebound. No, not there. As Trillian Young gets called for the over-the-back foul, the ball will go back to St. Francis.
It was a great look by Heptane to dish it out to big man Mitchell Fisher. He just put too much on it. I mean, could have been an easy layup, just got away from him there.
Oftentimes it's quite possible that the big man down there could be anticipating more contact, so he puts more force into it, leading the shot to go over. And Baldwin gets one to go here, stretching it to a 2-point game. He'll have one more look. Baldwin really been a great facilitator for St. Francis early in this game. And Baldwin gets the second 3-point game here with 1:30 remaining in the half. Hallaby will bring it up for Loyola. Hallaby over to Shaw. Screen for Shaw, set by Young. Beautiful play by Shaw, and he will draw the foul. And then you get Shaw with the handles, able to get to the second level and drawing the foul.
That was slick, those handles right there. He put the defender on skates, a nice way to slice through the lane and pick up the foul call.
First one good from Shaw. .116 remaining in the half. As Shaw gets the second one to go, and we're back to a 1-point game. St. Francis surged ahead early in the second quarter, but Loyola has fought their way back. And basketball is a game of runs, Let's see if they can't close out the half here on a little run of their own.
You got to love Loyola's resiliency. They never got rattled and fought back well so far.
Baldwin no good. Offensive rebound. He'll pass it across. That's Epps for three. Epps will get it to go. 4-point game, 36-32. St. Francis leads Loyola.
That's a great look there, cross court. I mean, not much you can do there.
Baldwin has been an absolutely great facilitator early in this one. Shaw has it on the wing. Back to Hallaby. Hallaby give it to Heptane. Heptane will fire. Got it! Connor Heptane, a.k.a. the marksman, coming through big here with 3 3-pointers in the half. 27 seconds on the clock.
And if Connor can heat up, that's going to be boding well for Loyola's offense. And he's 3 for 4 from downtown.
Adrian Baldwin at the top, content to hold it for the last shot. Epps with it here. Epps on the drive. Back to Baldwin. Baldwin will fire. No good. Toss for the rebound. 1 second on the clock. Hallaby will get it off. Got it!
What a shot!
J.J. Hallaby with the buzzer beater, and Loyola will go into halftime with the lead, 38-36. Absolutely fantastic shot there from Hallaby as time expired.
He's incredible. Every day I watch this kid, he amazes me. J.J. Hallaby gets the steal. He jumps over a 6-foot-tall guy, tips it in front of him, and pulls up on a running jumper.
An absolutely fantastic first half here at Jerry Savage Court. Alongside Alex Emdy, I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back to bring you the second half. And welcome back to the start of the second half here at Jerry Savage Court alongside Alex MD. I am Donald Irwin. Absolutely monumental first half. Loyola leads 38-36. Alex, what a close first half.
Absolutely. Loyola came out of the gate sprinting. I mean, they jumped out to an 8-2 lead. St. Francis obviously climbed their way back. They're the number 10 team in the country. Loyola never backed down, kept their foot on the gas pedal. And we just saw J.J. Hallaby hit one of the clutchest shots of the year, a running jumper from about 28 feet out to give Loyola the lead, 38-36.
And Young's shot no good here. St. Francis will go the other way. Here's Adrian Baldwin. He'll pass it in the corner. Jones driving. It will be a pass sent back by Naka. What a block by Chid Naka. He's having none of that in his paint.
Chid Naka, probably the best defender Loyola has. I mean, he's the rim protector, takes charges, and big blocks like that can turn the tide of the game.
Ferguson got it. Mid-range for Ferguson. That'll tie the game up with 7:18 remaining in the third. St. Francis still opting to run this little trap full court press here. Loyola's has not been really pushed or pressured by it at all this game, and a kick ball violation will result in an inbound for the Dons.
Loyola doing a nice job of breaking the press. Looks like they might have figured that out in practice as they've struggled over the past couple weeks.
Heptane will inbound it to Hallaby.
But those quick lateral passes can break that press.
Hallaby fires just off the mark. Rebound Young. And the ref will call it off Young. Although that was most clearly not off Young, the ball will go to St. Francis. The refs are having a discussion here, and they will call it in favor of Loyola.
I mean, I find it funny how the ref at the baseline got the wrong call. I mean, we're standing right here. It was clearly not.
Sometimes you just have the angle, or do not have the angle. Inbound Naka. And a foul called here. Naka will be shooting too.
Naka lucky he got the foul called as he was under the basket. Would have been called for a travel. But draws the whistle regardless, and he'll go to the line. Has been struggling from the stripe over his career, but let's see what he can get done here.
First one up and good by Naka.
Not much of an arc, but he put enough spin on it to make it roll off the rim, off the front rim and in.
It is also worthy of note that St. Francis Diop is checked back in the game with 3 fouls here. A fourth on him right about now would be monumental.
That's a gutsy move by head coach Nick Miles.
As Jones knocks a 3 from the wing. Loyola once again breaking this full court press. Double teaming Cameron Shaw here. They will go right back to Shaw. Shaw all alone here. He fires. Short. Rebound St. Francis. St. Francis is looking to run. Here's Baldwin. Baldwin with the nifty move. He tripped over himself, and here comes Loyola. Hallaby with the move, and he is fouled by Jones. Probably a good thing for St. Francis because he had an open lane to the basket.
Definitely. I think Shaw was just too deep. It was about a 28-foot jumper. I'd like to see maybe a dribble up right up to the line, and that would have been more in range.
Absolutely, because he had all the time in the world there.
But good hustle on Loyola defensively to stop that fast break, and Hallaby picked up the foul.
Coach Savali conversing with his team here, going through the game plan. As St. Francis leads Loyola by 2, 41-39 with 6:16 remaining in the third quarter. And it's most likely that Coach Savali called a timeout at this point. This is pretty extended little call over.
I think he's just rallying the troops, got them settled in, reiterate the game plan, what they need to take care of, and that's, I think, force St. Francis to the perimeter. Not a great three-point shooting team. They've done most of their damage down low. So if Loyola can manage to put bodies and win the front court battle, they'll have a good shot.
Looks like the timeout was for possibly an injured player here. We did not have that from this angle. Obviously, well wishes to the injured player. And Loyola will inbound the ball. Down 2 with 6:16 remaining in the game. Or in the third quarter, rather. Shaw looks to be running point for this possession. Guarded by Tolles. Screened by Naka. And that was a moving screen there called on Naka. And Fisher will check in for him. Naka has 4.
I don't really like that one. I mean, you could make the argument for the legal screen, but I also saw contact on Tolles there, so I mean, could have been called either way. Naka unlucky there. And with Naka in foul trouble, you're going to see a lot of Mitch Fisher.
Shot here. Jones, no good. Rebound Young. Gives it off to Hallaby. Loyola pushing the tempo here. Hallaby with the nude Fisher from the corner. No good. Loose ball. Rebound St. Francis. Epps is looking to push it right back. As Tolles will fire from about 10 feet out. No good. And the ball will go to Loyola. Both teams getting a lot of chances so far in this half. Not many chances are going down, though, as Young will pull up. And he has hit on the arm, and Young will shoot 2 here.
And that's the 4th. Is that the 4th on Diop? Or am I mistaken? Do you know who that was on?
I'm not 100% sure. I missed the ref's hand signals, but if it is, then that is a monumental foul. Young short on the first one.
And it is. 4 fouls on starting center Diop, and that's red lights everywhere for St. Francis.
Absolutely. So here we see both the primary big men from each team, Naka and Diop, both in foul trouble and on the bench. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams, if they play any faster without their primary centers on the floor, and who that best suits. Jones in the corner. Shot no good. Rebound Cam Shaw. Shaw looking to run here. Heptane will pass it over to Hallaby. .14 seconds on the shot clock. Young passes it over to Hallaby. Hallaby's got to make a move here. Hallaby on the drive. No good. That was tipped by Young, and the ball will go back to St. Francis. So not much offense in this game, as it is 41-39. The St. Francis Panthers lead Loyola with 4:37 remaining in the third.
And the Panthers are shutting off Cam Shaw. Hallaby had no options in the backcourt there. Shaw was locked, so all Hallaby could do was drive there. I think that's a solid game plan for the Panthers. They want to make the smallest guy drive and see if they can win the battle with their bigs.
Absolutely. There we see Brennan Fox checking in for Connor Heptane. Ferguson pass over to Tolles. Adrian Baldwin with it. Baldwin on the drive. He will pull up, pass it over to Jones. Jones will go up. Shot in and out. Offensive rebound, no good. Rebound, Fisher. And Hallaby will bring it up for Loyola. Shaw fires from the corner. Got it. Cam Shaw hitting a much-needed three-pointer, giving Loyola the momentum right back. And a traveling violations called on Jordan Tolles that will give Loyola back the ball. And if Loyola could really mount a little run here and get a cushion, then they could most likely just turtle in and play defensively on St. Francis, because we know how much St. Francis likes to attack the rim.
Definitely. Big swing of momentum here. Shaw splashes one from downtown. They force the turnover. So now if you're Loyola, you have to capitalize on this opportunity you've been given.
Fox has it. Pass to Hallaby. Hallaby over to Fox. Fox to Fisher off the pick and roll. Fisher will fire. That's blocked. Rebound Shaw. And Shaw will draw the foul. There was a good position there from Cam Shaw to be able to get that rebound, and now he'll be shooting too.
You gotta love Cam Shaw's ability to attack the hoop and draw that foul.
Shaw knocks down the first one. And other than the 7-point lead that St. Francis held in the second, 27-20, this game has been pretty close here. And now the score sits Loyola 43, St. Francis 41. And the second from Shaw is good. Loyola leads it by 3. Baldwin will bring it up for the Panthers. Over to Epps. Epps will give it to Ferguson. Ferguson will fire from the mid-range, and he gets it.
Back and forth we go.
And that's a pretty good look there from Ferguson. Not really contested at all, despite being inside the key.
Coach Tavalli barking at the refs as he's unhappy about the number of calls they've missed.
Fox for 3, no good. Rebound by Tolles. Tolles looking to run here. He'll pass it over to Epps.
Tolles got away with a walk right there. He did not put the ball on the ground before taking his first step.
Baldwin back to Epps. Ferguson will fire again. Mid-range is good. Edward Ferguson really sparking the offense up for St. Francis, and he's been getting those pretty open mid-range looks off pick and rolls. Kim Shaw here. Over to Hallaby. Back to Shaw. Shaw shoot. No good. And the ball will stay with Loyola. Cam Shaw believed that he had been fouled, and I probably believe that too. Shaw's been pretty good at drawing contact in this one.
Impressive toss there by Hallaby to save the ball from going out of bounds. He was going to the sideline, grabbed the ball one-handed, and flung an underhand right to Shaw on a dart.
And with that, we have a timeout from Alex Emdy. I'm Donald Irwin. We got a close one here at Jerry Savage Court. Welcome back here. 2:18 remaining in the third quarter. Loyola down 44-45. Inbound pass out of bounds, but a foul is called here. The foul will be called on Elijah Epps for a push. And Loyola will try to inbound again. Inbound to Naka. Naka trying to take it to the post. Naka the hook. And Naka appeared to have traveled there, taking one too many steps. And the ball will go right back to St. Francis. 2:10 remaining in the quarter. We have a close one here, 44-45. St. Francis leads it. Ferguson drives and gets the foul. If anything, I thought that might have been an offensive foul. He appeared to use his forearm there to gain space. And he will be shooting 2 here for the Panthers.
I think this game could come down to a run. By the end of the game, I think it's whose defense tires out first will end up being the loser of this one, as it's been very tight throughout.
And Ferguson gets them both. And Halby is going to check in here. Cam Shaw will check out here. Chevalier probably just looking to get Cam a little bit of rest here for him to play the entire fourth quarter.
And it's interesting when you reinsert Naka into the lineup. He's got 4 fouls, but you need his presence down low.
In situations like this, coaches often mirror the big guys. So I guess when Diop will check in, that's when Naka will check in. As the steal and the foul after the made basket, Tolles will go to the line to convert the N1.
You can't give up that foul if you're Halby.
And Tolles will convert the N1. Heptane will bring it up here for Loyola. He'll pass it over to Fox. Fox has it at the top of the key. Heptane has it inside. Beautiful pass to Mitchell Fisher. Up and in. Heptane with a beautiful find.
Nice offensive set with a diagonal movement there. Threw the defense off guard. And Mitch Fisher slipped the St. Francis front court for an easy layup.
Epps has it at the top of the key. Over to Tolles. And a holding foul will be called on Dubem Nake. 4-point game here, 50-46. St. Francis leads Loyola. 1:19 remaining in the third quarter. And after that, we have a whole another 8 minutes to decide this one.
Loyola right in the thick of things. And
inbound
will not go
Tolles,
away.
no good. Heptane finds Fox. Fox will bring it up. Pass to Halby. Halby. And a jump ball called here. And possession will be for St. Francis. It looks like he got a little bit more than ball there, as Halby appears to be in a little bit of pain.
Halby looks to be clutching his right thigh. Seems he may have taken a knee there. Even when St. Francis has looked like they're mounting an impressive possessions back to back.
And a foul on the floor called here. Ferguson draws the foul on Nake. Both teams with 5 fouls here.
As I was just saying, St. Francis showing spurts of dominance on the offensive end, but Loyola is resilient and never lets up, which is, you gotta love their effort.
4-point game here, 50-46. St. Francis leads it. 50 seconds remaining in the quarter. Baldwin has it, guarded by Heptane. He'll pass it over to Epps. Epps will swing it across. Tolles will fire. That is short. And a foul is going to be called on Mitchell Fisher.
I don't know what the call was, as I didn't see the foul. But
I guess the
crowd is getting restless here with this officiating. Holding on Fisher is the call we have received word.
Epps will be the inbounder for St. Francis. Ferguson has it. Ferguson will fire. Shot no good.
And Kostas Stravakis has checked in for the first time tonight. First time in a few games, as Naka has found himself into trouble.
And a foul will be called on Stravakis. And now the 1-and-1 will be the St. Francis luxury here. It's not even the fourth quarter. Murphy will be shooting the 1-and-1.
Obviously there was no foul. Tolles is just athletic.
That was just a heads-up play from Tolles there. Colt Loyola sleeping. Baldwin have it at the top of the key. Shot clock 2 seconds shorter than the game clock. 22 seconds left in the game. Or the third quarter, rather. Baldwin will hold it up top for the last shot. Baldwin will fire. No, just kidding. It's a pass. Jones in the corner. No good. Rebound, Stavrakis. Stavrakis will fire it. And Stavrakis, not knowing how much time was on the clock, shot one up there with 1.5 seconds left in the third quarter. St. Francis will have a chance here to score. Inbound to Baldwin. Baldwin will fire it. Not even close. After three, St. Francis leaves 50-46 over Loyola. From Alex MD, I'm Donovan Irwin. We'll be back to bring you the fourth. Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter here at Cherry Savage Court. I'm Donovan Irwin, joined by Alexander MD. Loyola will start with it down 4, 50-46.
And this is where heroes are born. Fourth quarter, senior day. This is all on the line for Loyola.
Hallaby three, no good. Baldwin will run it the other way. Pass over to Jones, back to Baldwin. Tolles loses it. Great hustle there from Stavrakis, unable to get it. The ball will stay with St. Francis. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Baldwin over to Jones. Epps has it at the top of the key. Epps will make a move. He's trying to drive. And a traveling violation called. And even if that weren't called, Stavrakis had Epps' number on the block. Absolutely pitch perfect defense there from Stavrakis.
Great call. Good positioning by Kostas Stavrakis. Got his hands up there and impeded the St. Francis guard from moving any farther, causing him to travel with it.
Shaw has it on the wing. He'll swing it back to Hallaby. Hallaby at the top of the key. Trying to set a double screen for Connor Heptane. That's not there. Pass inside to Shaw. And a foul called. And that foul was probably called on Epps. Shaw got tangled up down low, and Loyola will retain possession of the basketball.
Shaw had a bucket there, but he was held down, thus the foul call. Good backdoor pass by Hallaby. His court vision is exceptional.
Inbound pass to Shaw. Shaw, beautiful layup, beautiful cut. 2-point game, 50-48. St. Francis leads it. 7 minutes remaining in the game. Baldwin, guarded by Heptane. Pass to Jones. Jones has it at the top of the key. Swinging out to Epps. Epps will fire. Epps got it. Three-pointer from the wing. 5-point game, 53-48.
And now, since both big men have been on the floor, it's turned into a shooting contest. Really no action down low thus far.
Pass inside to Stavrakis, back to Young. Beautiful give and go there from Young. Stavrakis back to Young for the layup. Jones will go for the layup. No good. And a foul will be called on J.J. Hallaby.
Where was that?
I think the refs are having a hard time understanding that. One, the ball is in the air. Both players have a right to it. Therefore, there might be a little pushing and or contact at least, attempting to get the ball. As the Rockets will check out.
Apparently we're watching two different games here. As ever since they've conferenced with the St. Francis head coach, the foul count has gone way up against Loyola.
Shaw grabbed the rebound, misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Jones does. Shaw over to Heptane. Heptane closely guarded, giving him no room. And Hallaby will have the ball at the top of the key. Fisher to Heptane. Heptane pump fake. In the Shaw. Up and in is Shaw. Shaw, a beast down low. Beautiful feed from Heptane. Loyola down 1, 53-52.
Cam Shaw is on fire. The guard combination has been carrying Loyola. Hallaby and Shaw have been doing the work all year long. And we got ourselves a 1-point game as we go down the stretch here.
Ferguson to Baldwin. Baldwin will fire. No good.
That's a foul.
And the ball will be off Fisher and will stay with St. Francis, although it looked like there was a little excessive contact there.
Absolutely. You can see a push-off on St. Francis right there.
5:34 remaining in the game. Loyola 52, St. Francis 53. Both teams are in the bonus as of right now. St. Francis running a stack. Inbound to Tolles. Tolles guarded by Shaw. Tolles backing down in the post. Feed to Ferguson. Off Ferguson's hands, out of bounds. Loyola will have the basketball here.
And Roger Jones chirping at the ref a lot. He's got to quiet down or he'll get a technical.
I don't think it's unjustified, though, Alex. Hallaby on the drive. And Hallaby wanting the foul. And we'll go back to St. Francis. The ref saying it's off Hallaby's knee. And there will be a timeout called. And we're going to take a short break. Loyola down 52-53 with 5:17. From Alex Emdy, I'm Donald Irwin. Welcome back here to Jerry Savage Court. Close game, midway through the fourth quarter, 5:17 remaining. It's a 1-point game. Loyola 52, St. Francis 53. St. Francis will start off with possession of the basketball. Baldwin will bring it up. Baldwin looking, passes it off to Jones on the wing. Jones on the drive. Shot, short. Great rebound, Hallaby.
There's a foul. They didn't call that one. Another foul. Where's the call?
Three-pointer from Jones in the corner. No good. Rebound Fisher. Here's Naka over to Hallaby. Hallaby for three. Got it! J.J. Hallaby answers, and Loyola has the lead. 55-53, 4:36 remaining.
J.J. Hallaby, incredible. First half, he sinks that buzzer beater. Now he drains that three to put Loyola up by 2. This kid is incredible. I don't think the refs want to see the upset, to be honest, but they're calling everything against Loyola.
Well, despite this alleged disparity in the treatment of both teams as far as calls is concerned, Loyola does lead at 55-53. Baldwin's at the line. He misses it. 4:36 remaining in the game. And here comes Diop checking in the game with 4 fouls. I suggest that Loyola attack him as soon as possible. Try to get him out of this game. Baldwin got it. Looks like St. Francis is implementing some sort of press here.
Yep, Loyola's going to get the full court pressure. They got to be cool and collected and deal with it.
They've done a great job so far in this game breaking it.
There's trouble. And Coach Chevalier will call a timeout.
Heptane trap. Coach Savali calls a timeout. And we're going to take a short break here from Alex MD. I'm Donald Irwin. Welcome back. 4:20 remaining in the game. Hallaby has it here at the top of the key. Hallaby passes to Naka to get back his dribble. Into Fisher. Fisher has it. Into Naka. Naka going for the foul. And a no call there. Diop hits the floor. I could have sworn that Naka would have been called for the offensive foul. But the ball will go back to St. Francis regardless.
Diop and Naka, both with 4 fouls. So if you're Loyola, you have to attack Diop right away. And Chid, you got to be careful. Hallaby, nice steal. I don't get it, Donnie. I mean, the disparity between calls is absurd.
It was a call in St. Francis. They got it right.
Oh, they got it? Okay, my fault. Looked like it was against
Yeah, from the initial
Hallaby
crowd reaction, I would assume so as well. But Hallaby will be shooting 1-and-1 here. First one, no good from Hallaby. That's something you really need to have here. 3:55 remaining, 55-54. Loyola leads it. Here's Epps back to Baldwin. Baldwin will hold on to it at the top of the key.
I mean, we're at the point in the game where free throws will make and break you. And everyone is clutch right now.
Baldwin. Could have got away with a travel there. Baldwin will have it at the top of the key. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Baldwin, jumper. No good. Rebound, Hallaby. Hallaby looking to push here. 3:25 left in the game. Beautiful pass to Shaw, and it is blocked by Diop. And a jump ball.
That's got to be a goaltending. It looked like the ball was in the cylinder there. It hit the glass.
Possession will go to St. Francis, though. 3:20 remaining, 55-54. Loyola leads it.
Another unbelievable call. I mean, you saw it too, right? Hit the glass.
Baldwin here brings it up. Over to Tolles. Tolles on the wing, guarded by Shaw. Jones now has it. Back to Baldwin. St. Francis working around to the perimeter, looking for a driving lane.
Rajier Jones looks like he's got a mismatch guarded by Mitchell Fisher.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Epps backing down. Hallaby blocked by Hallaby. Fantastic defensive play by J.J. Hallaby. And he's really brought it all on the senior day.
Epps was backing him down. He's about a couple inches taller, but Hallaby, he's got the guts, he's got the heart. He's the leader of this team, and he's clutch.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Epps, circus shot. No good. Rebound, Hallaby.
There's a foul.
Hallaby getting fouled all the way up the court. Hallaby will take it. And that looks like the pass, so Hallaby will be shooting the 1-and-1 here. 2:40 remaining in the game.
Finally, after about the 8th foul, they finally call it. Now we're waiting to see if it's 2 shots or the 1-and-1. And it is in fact the 1-and-1 as Hallaby had not yet started his shot.
It looked like he was passing it off there. Really need this front end here if you're Hallaby. And he gets it. 56-54 now the score. Loyola leads St. Francis. 2:40 remaining in the game.
And this one big to extend it to a 3-point game, as St. Francis has definitely struggled from beyond the arc.
Halaby gets it to go. 3-point game, 57-54. He's got ice in his veins. 2:35 remaining. Baldwin guarded by Heptane. Baldwin pull up, no good.
Well, I don't believe it.
A push will be called.
Were they not just simply going for the rebound, Donnie? What did you see?
I didn't really see much of anything that would warrant a call here, but regardless, Ferguson is at the line. St. Francis is in the double bonus. That gets it down to a 2-point game. 57-55, Loyola leads it. And Ferguson gets the second 1-point game. St. Francis looking to press here. Halaby has it, passes it back to Heptane. They need to break this press. Beautiful break there from Loyola. Halaby has it on the wing. Halaby on fire. Got it! J.J. Halaby has ice in his veins. Loyola leads at 60-56.
J.J. Halaby from downtown yet again. Like you said, Donnie, you just got to check the man's wrist and you will find ice in his veins.
Baldwin has it, top of the key, guarded by Heptane. Baldwin on the drive, he will kick it out. Shot no good from Ferguson, rebound Baldwin. Baldwin with the layup, he gets it up and in. 2-point game here, just over 2 minutes remaining. And Diwali will spend a timeout, unable to inbound it in time. 1:59 remaining. We're going to take a short break from Alex MD. I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back. Welcome back. 1:59 remaining in the game, 60-58.
There's the touchdown pass. Oh, no.
Baldwin will control that. Good idea, though, out of the timeout.
A little too much air put on it by Heptane. If he threw more of a dart.
Offensive foul called here on Baldwin.
Naka. Again, he took another charge. His defense has been astounding. Great job by Naka.
Pass inbounded here.
The defense has to be tight for Loyola here. No threes.
1:39 remaining, 60-58. Ferguson from the top of the key, got it. Ferguson has been cold as ice from that spot today. 1:30 left of the game. Halaby caught in a trap over to Heptane. Heptane has the court to himself. He will walk it up. Heptane, Shaw, three. Got it!
Yes! Cam Shaw!
63-60. 1:15 remaining, and this one, Baldwin will bring it up for St. Francis. Ferguson corner, guarded by Naka. Backcourt violation. Possession, Loyola. 1:06 left in this one.
And the crowd's going nuts. Loyola can sense it, I think. You just got to play smart on this possession.
Halaby will inbound it behind the basket for Loyola. Naka, pump fake, layup, no good. Rebound Baldwin. And it's going to be a foul called on Naka.
That's a tough way to end his home playing career for Naka, but he's given it all he's got tonight. You got to be proud of his effort, taking all those charges. Mitchell Fisher will check in for him. St. Francis shooting 2. And that layup, that could have...
That would have definitely made your situation better because now you have Baldwin at the line shooting 2 for St. Francis. 63-60, 1:02 remaining in the game. Adrian Baldwin. First one, no good. (63-60). You have a 3-point game, just over a minute, and this crowd is loud. Baldwin misses the first. Let's see if he can get the second. Baldwin at the line.
No good.
No good. But Baldwin gets it back. Over to Jones. Jones has it at the top of the key. Over to Epps. Guarded by Fisher. 52 seconds on the clock. Epps will fire. Air ball. Possession Loyola. Big possession here. 14 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. 49.6 are on the clock. Loyola really needs to get this ball through St. Francis's press.
Loyola can essentially ice it here if they can convert.
And a foul called. Shaw will be shooting 2. The foul was on Jordan Tolles. Shaw has the potential to ice this game to some degree here, at least make Loyola's situation much better.
This is it. Free throws are what separate good teams from great teams. Let's see what Loyola can do.
And a timeout will be called here. And with that, we're going to take our final break of the game. From Alex MD, I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back here to Jerry Savage Court. 45 seconds. Cameron Shaw is at the line. Loyola up 63-60.
Everyone's got to quiet down here.
Shaw got it. 64-60. Loyola leads it. Both teams in the double bonus here. Any defensive foul will be 2 shots for the team.
That's huge, though, to extend it to a 2-possession lead.
Shaw. No good. Rebound Ferguson. Running is Tolles. Tolles will fire. Shot no good. Rebound Young.
Yes. Fight for it. Oh my,
Loose ball.
Tolles got it.
Rebound Jones has it. Jones on the drive. He will shoot. And the N1 called off the layup. 29.5 seconds left, 64-62, and Jones has the chance to make this a 1-point game.
I'm in disbelief. I mean, I saw a charge there.
Professional. Jones, yes. St. Francis going to try to force a turnover, and if not, most likely foul here.
And
a kick ball. For a second, I thought that was just a throwaway by Hallaby.
Yeah. My heart skipped a beat right there. Loyola's got this might be a time to go back to a baseball pass if you can get it on a dart, on a line.
And a jump ball called here. Possession will stay with Loyola, but that looked like more of a foul to me than a jump ball.
That was a blatant foul. I mean, he wrapped around him.
Timeout Loyola.
Loyola's got to draw up an inbounds play right now.
So Alex, with 28.2 seconds left, how do you think Coach Tavalli gets this ball on their side of the court?
Well, we see the aggressive press, right? So I think you gotta, I think you have one of the big men in the back or on half court, run up, set a screen for a guard, for like Shaw, and he can get the inbounds pass and then swing it over to Heptane. And hopefully they forget about one of those guys, and maybe one can slip for a backdoor
Absolutely. In the trap press, there's always somebody that's open because two guys are on ball. So all they have to do is find that guy, get it on St. Francis' side of the court.
There's always a guy who has the ability to slip a screen maybe and go the distance. And Loyola has mastered that baseball pass. The last one you saw, Heptane put a little too much air on it, too much arc, and it was intercepted.
Because you got to think, if St. Francis doesn't force a turnover here, they're going to foul you. You need the ball in somebody's hands who can consistently make free throws. You want this to be a three-point game when St. Francis gets the ball back.
You got to get it into Shaw's hands or Halaby's. Worst case scenario, it could end up in Fisher's hands if it gets worse to worse. But
28.2 seconds. Loyola leads by 1, 64-63. Here's the inbounds play. Inbounded to Halaby. Halaby gets away. And a foul called here. Halaby will go to the line and shoot 2. The foul is on Tolles.
There's the foul. And Halaby used the speed to take 3 seconds off the clock. That's pretty big.
I think Loyola that might have caught a break there. That was a pretty risky pass by Heptane, but Halaby, being the fantastic player he is in the clutch, was able to come away with it.
You got it, JJ!
And if anyone, it's Halaby you want at the line. He has the hottest hand. Don't want to bring about the announcer's curse, but he's the guy you want.
Halaby. No good from Halaby. Now you really need this one. As much as St. Francis likes to drive, you want it to be a 2-point game.
Absolutely.
25.2 seconds. Loyola leads by 1 as of now.
This one's crucial. This has to go in.
Got it.
Halaby gets it done.
Halaby pressing Baldwin all the way up. Now he backs off. Heptane will be guarding Baldwin. 20 seconds on the clock. Into the hands of Epps.
Shot clock's off.
Ferguson, top of the key, no good. Rebound Halaby. And a foul is called. A loose ball foul. I cannot believe that. But then again, we've seen it all game. St. Francis will be at the line shooting 2 with the potential to tie it up. Rajier Jones at the line. 14.5 seconds on the clock. Loyola leads by 2. Jones. He got it. 1-point game. If Jones gets the second, it's a tie game, and you know that J.J. Halaby is going to have the ball.
Halaby's going to have the ball, and I bet someone sets a screen for him for a 3 or Shaw gets open.
Jones needs the second one. He got it. 14.5 seconds on the clock. St. Francis still pressing. Heptane on the inbound. Gets it to Shaw. Shaw under pressure. And Diwali just gets the timeout. That was about to be called a jump ball.
That would have gone St. Francis' way.
That would have gone St. Francis' way. They would have had a chance to end the game. What a heads-up play by Diwali. So, Alex, if you're in Coach Diwali's shoes right now, you want J.J. Halaby taking the shot.
Absolutely. It's senior night. He's your leader. He's got ice in his veins, clutch all night long. You put it in J.J. Halaby's hands and see if he can win the game for you. If not, you take it into overtime. And remember, all you need is 2. You just need a bucket.
That's all you need. You just need points on the board. You don't want to give St. Francis a chance here. So you definitely want to hold for the last shot.
I'd draw it down to about 5 or 6 seconds and then attack if I were Halaby to ensure that St. Francis does not have a chance.
It's going to be interesting to see the personnel Coach Diwali decides to go with.
Look at this. Diop is back in the game with those 4 fouls. They want their rim protector in. It'll be Halaby, Shaw, Fisher, Trillion Young, and Heptane. All guys who have a 3-point shooting history. So anyone can chuck it up from you. And St. Francis with a full court press. This is very interesting.
It looks like they're going with a man press now as opposed to a trap press. Will be inbounded to Shaw. 10 seconds on the clock. Shaw needs to get it over. Shaw with the move. 6 seconds on the clock. Heptane has it. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Jump ball. St. Francis will have possession. Well, Loyola did a successful job of getting it over, but they didn't know what to do once they got it over.
There wasn't a plan in place. They looked like a deer in headlights, as St. Francis will call a timeout to talk it over. 1.5. I'm thinking they're going to dump one into the D-up and go for a layup.
Yeah, it looked there that Coach Savali was trying to get an open shot for Heptane on the double screen, but St. Francis was really on that, denied him the ball, and were able to force the possession with the jump ball. So St. Francis will get one catch-and-shoot look here with the 1.5 seconds. The game is tied 65-65.
I think you do have enough time to throw a long pass to D-up if you choose. But I think I'd expect Rasheer Jones to take the shot if I were to guess.
This game has been a very momentous game here so far. Back and forth. Tie game here. 1.5 seconds left. St. Francis with possession. Chevalier drawing up the play. His guys have worked really hard for this moment. It is senior night. It'd be great to get out here with the win, but first you need to play some defense to force overtime.
And Rasheer Jones will inbound it near the scorer's table.
Coach Wally has Dubem Naka out there denying the passing lanes. On ball here.
Look for a screen for Diop maybe. Or they just give it to Epps.
Pass corner. Baldwin. Just off the mark. I thought Baldwin would have had that one. A beautiful look. We have overtime here, folks, at Jerry Savage Court. From Alex MD, I'm Donald Irwin. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back to the start of overtime here. Jerry Savage Court. I'm joined by Alex MD. What an insane period of regulation, Alex.
And this is where stars are born, like I said earlier. I mean, Loyola taking the number 10 team in the nation to overtime. That's a feat in and of itself. So you got to be proud of them for that, but they aren't done yet.
Baldwin driving. Baldwin gets the layup to go. 67-65, St. Francis leads. Howley pass inside to Young, taken away by Jones. Jones will give it to Baldwin, and St. Francis will set up their offense. Not a good start if you're Loyola.
No, you got to get into your offense, and forcing it to Trillian Young is not the offense.
Baldwin, Ferguson, no good. Rebound Diop, Diop, no good.
Not sure why Diop was so wide open alone down there. They got a body him.
Remember that Chidnaka is fouled out of the game. What would be your best answer on your roster for Diop is fouled out, so Loyola's going to have to do whatever they can to limit his offensive rebounding capabilities. As a three-pointer from Epps is good. 70-65, St. Francis leads Loyola. 3:07 remaining in overtime. Halby to Shaw. Shaw pump fake. Shaw draws the shooting foul.
That's on Diop, right? And he's gone. That's 5 fouls.
Well, that should be the end of Diop's day. Very limited day. He was caught in foul trouble very early in this one.
And Coach Davali's jacket has come off. It's getting intense here.
Absolutely, Alex. I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't come off sooner. Big free throws here from Shaw. Both makes on these, and he makes it a 3-point game. Shaw lands the first one, 66-70. Loyola's down 4, just under 3 minutes.
That one stroked the nylon, nothing but net. Shaw's a pure shooter. You want him at the line in these moments.
Shaw gets the second one to go. 3-point game here. Baldwin will bring it up for St. Francis. Guarded by Heptane. Jones on the wing, guarded by Shaw. Back to Ferguson. Baldwin has it now on the wing. Baldwin driving. Baldwin, no. Offensive rebound, no good. Another rebound, yes. Jason Murphy, 6'8". He failed to box him out. He's going to have a free time on the glass.
And this is the problem. Loyola way undersized. Fisher cannot contain him.
The advantage of these big guys is you can stretch them out here. Fisher being a 3-point shooter, allow Murphy to get pulled out of the paint, making rebounds easier as Halibay tries a 3. No good, rebound Fisher. Fisher pass, no good. Ball on the ground, St. Francis will have possession. 2:08 remaining, 72-67. St. Francis leads it. Baldwin will bring it up.
You can't force that.
Jones has it on the side, over to Ferguson, back to Baldwin. Cut by Heptane, screen here, Baldwin looking for the drive. Corner 3, Epps. No good. Rebound Heptane, and a foul is called, and that'll put Connor Heptane at the line. 1:48 is remaining in this one.
Epps wanted to seal it right there.
Yeah, with under 2 minutes left, that would have made it an 8-point game, but that could have potentially been the dagger. But instead, Heptane will have 2 shots here with the potential to make it a 3-point game. Heptane gets the first one to go.
That one rolls in.
Mitch Fisher checks out. Dubem Naka will check in. Coach Wally really looking for an answer there for Jason Murphy. Heptane will get the second one to go. 3-point game here, 1:48 remaining.
This is a huge possession, biggest one of the game. Loyola must come up with a big stop.
Baldwin has it. Over to Epps, guarded by Halibay. Baldwin on the wing now. 1:30 remaining, 18 on the shot clock. Baldwin holding on to it. Running down some clock. Baldwin driving. Ferguson.
That's a walk.
Ferguson will try it, no good. Massive rebound there.
A foul.
And a travel is called on Dubem Naka. That has got to be one of the most atrocious calls I've seen in a while. Dubem
That's
Naka
despicable.
forced to the ground there. 3 St. Francis players on him, and he gets called for a travel.
Absolutely absurd. I just can't believe it.
And there's the makeup call.
There we go.
Like, that's about as blatant as a makeup call as you can get. So it'll be Loyola basketball here.
Unbelievable. You hate to see this. When the officials decide a game, it's just not.
1:13 remaining. Halibay has it. 3-point game, 72-69. St. Francis leads Loyola. Dubem Naka appealing for a screen. Halibay has it. Heptane. 3. No good. Rebound Dubem Naka. Back to Heptane. Dubem Naka on the drive. And it is blocked there. 50.5 seconds. 25 on the shot clock. Jason Murphy really doing well here in the paint late in this one.
Yeah, Jason Murphy just bullying Mitch Fisher and Trillian Young down low.
Halibay fires from the corner. Got it! Oh! J.J. Halibay has ice in his veins. Tie game, 40 seconds remaining. Baldwin pulling up. I did not see a foul there. Baldwin pulled up on his own.
That's no foul. That's simply not a foul. Regardless, Loyola will have the last possession as we're at 34.8, and the shot clock has been turned off.
Baldwin at the line for his biggest free throws of the game. Got the first one. 73-72, St. Francis. Mitch Fisher will check in.
If you're Loyola and you get the ball back, I think you go for the win. I think you go for a 3.
But regardless, I think you need to make a play before the win, because if you miss that shot, you want the opportunity to foul. Baldwin's biggest free throw of the game here, 34.8 remaining. Baldwin, cold as ice.
All right, so we got 34 seconds. Loyola has it on the clock. Obviously have to break the press.
Heptane inbounds it to JJ. Trapped here, back to Heptane. Heptane will give it back to Hallaby. 27 seconds here. Loyola down 2. Hallaby on the drive, contested. No good, rebound Jones. They need to foul.
Foul him.
And a foul is finally drawn there. Shaw will foul Epps, and Epps will go to the line.
That took off way too much time.
And Epps will need to miss at least one here for Loyola to have the opportunity to tie this one up.
I don't like the shot selection, to be honest, by Hallaby. I think they could have swung the ball around. They should have taken the timer all the way down, in my opinion.
Epps.
Too strong.
He missed it.
Loyola is alive. Gotta watch out for a rebound.
Second one, 12 seconds remaining. Epps. He got it. 3-point game, 12 seconds on the clock. Loyola needs a 3 here or a very quick 2.
St. Francis will call a timeout to talk things over, to set up their defensive set. Obviously, they have to be emphasizing J.J. Hallaby. So I think they'll stick to him. And if not Hallaby, you got Shaw, you got Heptane. All those guys are proven. I'd be
comfortable with any one of those guys taking a 3.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be surprised if they ran a design play for Heptane, maybe peeled off Shaw or Hallaby for the open look in the corner.
I think if JJ has a shot, you got to take it. But if not, I don't mind Shaw or Heptane.
Regardless of the outcome, this has truly been a great game to watch and commentate. Our final game here at Loyola Blakefield.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick moment to thank our crew, Zach Bollinger, helping us out today. Thank you very much. Production wouldn't be possible without those guys behind the scenes. And this is it, Donnie. Loyola can send it into double overtime.
Remember, even if Loyola loses this game, they're still in playoff contention. They just need to win at Calvert Hall and at Pilate.
Yes.
This
would be incredible. The number 10 team in the country could go down tonight.
Hallaby on the inbound. Shaw for 3. Got it! Cam Shaw! 3 seconds on the clock! Stolen, Hallaby! Oh! Get it off!
Oh! Unbelievable!
Cam Shaw has ice in his veins!
We're going to double overtime!
Overtime! And we are going to take a short break here from Alex MD. I'm Donald Irwin. Welcome back to Jerry Savage Court. Donald Irwin joined by Alex MD. Alex, what a great game as we go into the second overtime.
It has been a pleasure. But potentially one of the greatest games ever witnessed on this court in school history, behind Kenny Lewis. This one could go down in the history books. St. Francis, number 10 in the nation. Loyola fighting for a playoff spot. They've taken the top 10 team in the nation all the way to the wire, and we're in double overtime.
Epps, no foul, put back, no good. Rebound Shaw, 3:53 remaining in this one. Tie game 75-75. Shaw driving, Euro step. I'm pretty sure I saw a blatant arm grab there, Alex.
Absolutely, he pulled his arm down. He didn't give Shaw the ability to shoot the ball, therefore a foul. But with these refs, they're not going to call it.
Loyola retains possession.
Hurry up if you're Hallaby.
That was one of the best plays I've seen all night there from Baldwin.
Heads up play by Baldwin there.
Tips the ball and throws it off of Fisher's legs. What a fantastic and heads up play.
If you're Loyola, you got to have a better inbounds play in place. That was just...
Baldwin, the point guard, has really been one of the MVPs for St. Francis tonight. As he will bring it up, guarded by Heptane. Jones swings it over. Ferguson, back to Baldwin. Baldwin fires from the wing. No good. Rebound Epps. Epps out to Jones. Jones driving. Jones with the layup. It is good.
I mean, Hallaby on Epps is clearly a mismatch. You got to switch up the defense.
Hallaby will bring it up, guarded by Baldwin. 3:16 remaining. St. Francis leads at 77-75. Screen by Fisher. And they will call a moving screen on Mitchell Fisher.
And just like the first overtime period, Loyola slow out of the gate.
Jones has it, guarded by Shaw. Ferguson, floater, no good.
Hawks.
Loose ball, rebound by Young. Foul called on Baldwin. And Trillian Young will be shooting. Has Baldwin fouled out of the game?
I can't tell from here, but I think he is.
He's got to be. He's not on the floor, right?
I don't see Baldwin on the floor.
Their starting point guard.
That's incredible.
Young with the chance to tie in here. Both Diop and Baldwin out of the game. Young misses the first. 2:58 remaining in this game. Young got the second, 1 point game. St. Francis leads at 77-76. Just under 3 minutes remaining in this one.
Epps will now take all over the point guard duties for Baldwin.
That's huge. Baldwin's ability to find people cutting and on the wing is just too valuable to this team. They should struggle moving the ball. Jones on the drive. Jones, floater, in and out. Rebound, Mitch Fisher. Hallaby will have the ball. He will bring it up. Shaw, pump fake. Layup, no good. Crowd wanted a foul there. Shaw looked like he was tangled up, but Epps will bring it up regardless.
The problem there was it was a poor angle. Shaw didn't have much of an angle.
Epps dishing it. Set back!
Was that JJ? That was Hallaby.
What a beautiful block on the 6'8 frame.
He just blocked a guy 8 inches taller. His athleticism just amazes me. That's a walk!
Epps for three, no good.
That was the most blatant walk I've ever witnessed.
.68 Jason Murphy as well as 6'8 Daytwan Montague are in the game for St. Francis. Shaw kicks it out to Hallaby. Hallaby on the wing. Shaw has it at the top of the key. Fisher will fire from the wing. Off the mark, rebound Murphy. Epps will bring it up for St. Francis. 1:35 remaining in this one. St. Francis leads by 1.
I mean, it's not a bad shot, but I'm not sure Fisher's the guy you want at this point, taking the shot.
Ferguson driving. Ferguson. And an offensive foul called on Ferguson. Drawing the charge is Trillian Young. 1:24 remaining. 77-76.
And you got the two big men, Murphy and Montague, both 6'8".
And Coach Savali will spend one of his timeouts here. With 1:23 remaining, Alex, this game has gone back and forth, but Loyola's really struggled to get some offense going here in the sixth quarter.
Absolutely, but lucky for them, they've been a stalwart on the defensive end.
Like I said, 1:23 remaining in this game. 77-76. St. Francis lead, the Seven Nation Army chant coming from the student section.
I love it. They've been energized all night, and certainly Loyola's fed off that positive energy. And this is it. I can hardly believe these words are coming out of my mouth, but Loyola has a chance to knock off the 10th team in the nation right now.
St. Francis has a lot of size down low. It looks like they're going to be running a zone here, a 2-3 zone. That really opens up the wings to your shooters.
Yeah, 2-3 zone, Jim Boeheim, Syracuse style right now.
You got to shoot out of this if you're a Loyola. Look for Heptane or look for Shaw on the wing. 1:15 remaining in the game, 77-76. St. Francis leads it. Shaw over to Hallaby. Hallaby to Heptane. Trillian Young. Heptane. Three. Got it!
Yes!
Connor Heptane, the marksman!
Splash!
1 minute remaining. Loyola leads by 2. Epps will bring it up. Guarded by Hallaby. Epps driving. Sent back by Fisher.
Rejected. Fisher climbs the ladder and swats it away.
And a blocking foul called on Connor Heptane. He lost the ball before he even ran into him. And Connor Heptane is down.
These calls tonight, I tell you. Next.
Rogier Jones has a chance to tie this game up.
All these shooters, absolutely clutch. And you gotta love Heptane's stroke, am I right? Nice rotation.
Beautiful shot there from Connor. His 4 threes in this game. Here we'll see Rogier Jones how to tie this game up. 42.3 seconds left in this one. Loyola leads it 79-77. Jones. He missed it. Jones 79-77. And the crowd is going crazy here at Jerry Savage Court. It is so loud here I can barely hear myself. Jones. Got
That's
it.
good.
1 point game here. Loyola leads.
Loyola has to defeat the press here.
Great
Oh,
hands up from
nearly
Melvin.
thrown away.
And Hallaby appeared to have stepped on the line. He was getting ridden out the baseline by the defender.
I don't think. I couldn't see it from this angle, but they're gonna reset the shot clock.
This has got to be one of the worst games of officiating I've ever seen.
This is atrocious. I'd argue the game might be over right now and Loyola came out with a win if it weren't for these calls.
A timeout will be called here. We're going to take a short break from Alex Emdy. I'm Donald Irwin. back here. 37 seconds. Loyola leads 79-78. St. Francis with the basketball. Jones, spin move. Jones.
Here, Jones, no.
Murphy shoots it, and he got fouled.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with that one. I think there was contact.
Oh, absolutely. When you have two 6'8"ers down there, it's hard. You really need to box out. And if you box out one, most likely the other guy will be able to get the rebound. And with Naka fouled out of the game, it is really, really a struggle that Loyola's had in this overtime.
Montague already makes his way back down the court. And Brendan Fox will check in for Connor Heptane. Looks like there's something ailing Connor. Maybe his knee.
It's got to be for rebounding purposes, Alex. Jason Murphy at the line. First one no good. 27.7 seconds left. Now St. Francis only has a chance to tie it. Murphy.
No good.
Rebound Epps. And Epps got it to go.
I don't believe it.
23 seconds left.
Hustle play by Epps. Loyola fell asleep.
18 seconds left. Hallaby with the basketball. They need a basket here. Down one. 14 seconds. Hallaby at the top of the key. He's looking for a lane. And Duvali not liking what he's seeing. Calls a timeout here with 9.6 seconds
If you're Loyola,
left.
you cannot forget to outbox Epps right there. I don't know what happened. Miscommunication maybe.
Absolutely. That's terrible. We got Murphy at the line. He misses both. You really need that rebound. Then they need to foul you.
So now you can either. I mean, you got to take the clock down. Obviously, the last possession of the game. I think you go for the layup, but I don't think I want Hallaby driving on those two big men, because they're just going to swat him away. I think you drive if you're Hallaby. Maybe kick it out to Shaw, Heptane. If Connor checks back in.
Like I said, 9.6 seconds left on the clock. 80-79. St. Francis leads Loyola. Loyola with possession. They have a chance to win it here. Coach Duvali drawing up his play.
Epps taking a leadership role, barking out directions to the big men.
This is everything you could have asked for him coming to this game. Absolutely fantastic game. Maybe one of the best games of basketball I've ever watched.
Incredible. Nail biting all the way to the finish. And it will, in fact, come down to the last shot on senior day with the ball in J.J. Hallaby's hands. Let's see what is up their sleeve.
Hallaby breaks towards the basket. Shaw will have it. Backcourt. 8 seconds. 7. Shaw's got to go. 5 seconds. 4. 3 seconds. And Hallaby drew the foul! James Murphy! He came out on the screen!
He's shooting 2 for the win!
2.5 seconds left here. Hallaby has a chance to give Loyola the lead. If you're Jason Murphy, you can't be popping out on a screen like that this late in the game.
No, Hallaby will just...
First one here from Hallaby. He got it. Tie game here. 80-80, 2.5 seconds left for you. Loyola has a chance to go up by 1 point here. All Hallaby needs to do is make this free throw.
For the lead.
I'm sure he's taken thousands in practice. All he needs is this one.
That's what's gotten him here. And this can pay off in the biggest game of his life. Yes! Yes! 2.5. What do you do defensively?
You got to put the guy on the ball. Don't let any passes down court. Inbounding the ball is Jones.
Watch out, they're ready to storm the court.
Jones will give it to Epps. 1 second for the win.
No! And that's it.
Loyola wins.
Loyola wins.
The court is being stormed here. What a way to end senior day. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just witnessed one of the greatest games of basketball I have ever seen, and I can assure you I've been to a few. I'm going to sign off to go get in this mosh pit. This has been Donald Owen alongside Alex MD. Have a fantastic evening.